We've been hiking and hiking and hiking. This trail has kicked our tails. We've had this little mouse guy running around camp, so we're worried about him chewing in our gear, so we're hanging packs, we're putting stuff up. Mau-Har Trail starts here. We only have 3 miles left for the day. It's only 11:09. Not a bad place to have lunch. Alright guys, well, we are at the Reed's Gap Trailhead. We just got here. We actually just got here a couple hours ago. We stopped at Devil's Backbone Brewery for some lunch and a beer or two. So we're hitting the trail, feeling good. But it's an absolutely gorgeous place. And we start the hike now. Going about 7 miles tonight. And it's going to be awesome. It's absolutely awesome. A little bit windy up here today, but it's warm, about 84 degrees, and it's nice. Let's start off the trail immediately, going uphill. All right. Somebody left us. Appalachian Trail. This is it. Here we go. Well guys, we're about, I don't know, half a mile in. Already starting to get some amazing views. Well, we're at the split for where the Mau-Har and AT trail come together. We're going to stay on the AT and we're going to head down to, I forget which creek, Harper's Creek shelter, one of those campsite shelters tonight. And got a few summits to hit, so we're going to be doing more climbing up and down. There's a pretty big up and down before we get to where we're going, but it feels pretty good. 5.8 miles to where we're going. We're all feeling pretty well, so that's good. This is beautiful, gorgeous spot, man. This is amazing. I'm liking this a lot. Whew. We decided to take a little break, a little breather before we do this next summit. Cam the man, my hero. I am, instead of carrying the bladder this time, I'm carrying 2 smart water, but one's life water, one's smart water, same thing. 1 liter bottles, easier to fill with the Sawyer, and I don't know, it's a little bit less water. Oh yeah,
Except for the carved fag.
Of course. I want you guys to see what this trail's like. Straight up solid rocks. This is better. Oh, for like a second. How you feeling, man?
Beat.
Hell, just think how good your hammock's gonna feel tonight. With me in it.
Double staircase.
Fudge me. Pretty good view here from the top. We have gone a huge ascent. Quads, calves burning. We are way up. But worth it. I hope. There's our view, guys. Look at this overlook. Oh my God. Wow. That is amazing. Worth it.
So is that top of three peaks there? Or three ridges? Here's the one ridge line, right?
Yeah, I'll just roll down it.
Well, it's a net downhill, but there's still an uphill right there.
Well, I finally hit a section of the trail where I can actually talk to you guys for a second. Holy cow. This trail is rough. Rocky, steep, and the intersections just keep going up and up. And we were not done going up. We have more ascent to do, and then we have a huge descent back down to the valley where we're camping tonight. Beautiful, absolutely amazing, stunningly amazing, but challenging. It's a good challenge. I'm loving this stuff. This is awesome. Worth every second. It's worth it. That's awesome.
Slippery trail of death.
Yeah. You need the tree of life to save you from the trail of death. What's that?
That should be good till we hit camp.
No wonder that guy was complaining coming up that.
Yeah, that's yeah.
We've been hiking and hiking and hiking. This trail has kicked our tails. My legs are killing me, but look at this waterfall. Holy cow. Oh man. We're just trying to get down to the shelter area before dark so we can set up our hammocks and stuff. Man, this hike has been technical. My Charlie horses have Charlie horses. Wow. It's awesome. Well guys, we're hanging at camp and we just ate dinner. Mine was terrible. Didn't feel like eating. It's like 10 o'clock now, so it's basically hiker midnight for us. We're all just exhausted, ready to go to sleep. Tried to get a fire going, wood was too wet, so yeah, so I think we're just gonna crawl in our hammocks and go to sleep. We got this amazing waterfall right beside cascade going right behind us. That's going to be amazing to go to sleep too. I'm very excited for that. So it's beautiful here. It's been a rough day, but worth it. It's been good. It's been a good trip. All right. We've had this little mouse guy running around camp, so we're worried about him chewing in our gear, so we're hanging packs, we're putting stuff up. I actually have my pack hanging from a carabiner on my hammock ridge line, hammock strap. Seems to be working okay, but it's kind of pulling my hammock off. It's pulling it off kilter. I'm not getting a perfect hang, but at this point I don't care. I don't want my gear messed up and I want to go to sleep. Feels good to be in here. And that sound of that water is amazing. I need that in my house every night. White noise. It's perfect. I love it. Alright guys, I'm going to bed. I will bring you back up to speed in the morning. Talk to you soon. Well, good morning guys, and it's Saturday morning, and had a pretty good sleep. Feel much better today. My legs are sore though, they're screaming, so I'm gonna be hurting today. Just load up on the ibuprofen and it'll be fine. But finished the AT section last night, and now today we'll do the Mau-Har trail back to Reed's Gap, and we're gonna camp. If all goes well, we're gonna camp at the Maupin Field, I believe is what it's called, Maupin Field shelter area. But we have all day today instead of yesterday. We had a pretty condensed day. We started late. Today we can start earlier and get to camp earlier and have a little bit more time to set up our hammocks and not have to rush and all that stuff. So that'll feel good. Hope the trail's not as rough today, but I assume it will be. Very rocky, very technical trail. Took a lot more time than, a typical mile wouldn't take much time at all. But scrambling over rocks, wow, just was a lot harder than we anticipated. So it took a lot of time. But the payoffs were amazing. The views were amazing. this campsite next to this cascade is unbelievable. I've always wanted to hammock camp right next to a waterfall like this. It was amazing. The sound of that water all night was just awesome. It was beautiful. So a couple of us are up now. Paul's down there filtering water already. Gonna make some breakfast. Just kind of get moving here and tear down camp. Whew. Love it. It's great. This is Paul set up here. He was right next to me. He's got an Eno set up going. Not bad. He had a nice tarp and everything on. Here's my usual rig, which you guys have seen a million times now. Hennessy set up. Worked really well. Had some small trees to work with. I had to double up on the straps, which was kind of a pain in the butt, but it worked fine. No big deal. Cameron's over there tearing down his setup. He and Chris over there. Chris has a Buyer hammock, Buyer of Maine. They both have netless hammocks. They said they slept great. Well, Cameron did. Chris is still asleep, so he must be sleeping pretty well. Well, that's good. I'm glad that worked out well. Mosquitoes haven't been bad that we've noticed. Ticks have been fairly bad. There's very grassy areas to walk through on the AT. So we did find some ticks on our pants and things like that, but I soaked everything in permethrin, so they're just falling off dead. Which is pretty cool. So. Well guys, we're just getting camp packed up. Had a pretty awesome breakfast. Got all our water refilled. Being at this little cascade right here was amazing. Was able to fill up my Sawyer water bottles so easily. It was awesome. And just getting everything ready. Had to treat my feet a little bit. Put some moleskin. I had blisters starting on both toes. So I wanted to nip that in the bud before I even started. I felt hot spots last night on the way in. Knew I needed to get those fixed, so I think they're good. My buddy Scott found a hole in his dromedary, so we used some of the moleskin to patch the little, like, microscopic hole. But it's enough to cause a leak. So that should get him through the day. Moleskin's pretty strong. It'll hold, I think. We're getting ready to head back on the trail. We got to go back up here, climb back up there, and get back on the trail, and then we'll get to the Mau-Har trail somewhere here. And yeah, not quite as an intense day today. Hopefully, we want to get to camp a little bit earlier, get set up, get an actual fire going. We had a nice fire ring, but we just couldn't get a fire going. It was so late. We were all so exhausted. We just didn't care. We didn't want to mess with any of it last night. So we all went to bed pretty early. I did get into my hammock, start to go get ready for sleep, and my buddy Chris was like, "Hey, I got some cigars." So we broke out cigars and smoked them. Went to sleep about 11-ish. It was awesome though. Great night's sleep. So awesome with the hanging in the hammock there next to the water. Be another good night. Can't wait. Excited. So there's the shelter down there. Pretty nice shelter. And then up on the hill there, you can't see it, there is a outhouse, latrine, which is nice. My buddy Chris or Scott's using that right now, but it's pretty here. This is a really nice area. I can see why AT hikers love this so much, because it is just beautiful. I believe we're going to see a lot of this today, cascades and rushing water, because Mau-Har Trail, I think, follows this creek pretty closely. I know there are a lot of waterfalls and stuff along this part of the trail, so that's going to be nice. Really cool. It's so soothing. Oh man, it's so great at night. Well, we have reached the junction. This is the AT. Harper's Creek Shelter is that way. That's where we were last night. Mau-Har Trail starts here. We only have 3 miles left for the day. It's only 11:09. We are feeling pretty happy about that. We'll be at camp probably a little after, I don't know, 2, 3, something. We're gonna take our time, not kill ourselves today. You can hear the river down there. We're getting close. What in the blue blazes? I just always wanted to say that. Mau-Har Trail's blue blazed. Got a turn here. Pretty well marked. Pretty hard to miss. Going down. Down, 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 down to the river. See some cool cascades and whatnot. Pretty, pretty. Got some overcastness over there. Pretty dark sky over there. I'm not sure what direction that is. That's where I came from. It's not too bad. Nothing like yesterday's hike. Man, yesterday was whew. I'm close to the water now. Must be some huge rapids down there. Man, oh man. This is amazing. I love this. It's awesome. Some people complain about this trail, like, oh, it's not very scenic. I think it's great. It's challenging. There's lots of good waterfalls and stuff and cascades. I think it's great. What? Are you serious? Guys, I just used a Sawyer squeeze to get some water. Ice cold mountain water. Probably don't even need to filter it, really. But there's a lot of people around here, so I just would rather be safe than sorry. But if you look right up here, right up there is where I went to get my water. You could actually take a shower right there. It's amazing water coming all the way down from this cliff. But right there is it's a little tiny trickle, but it just filled up my Sawyer bag like nothing, just like a faucet going into it. It was amazing. And I was like, why not, Phil? I'm here, let's do it. So I'm about 1.5 liters now of water. I'm gonna get more tonight at camp, but we basically, I think we're gonna camp right by a water source, and there's a water source at the shelter, so should be amazing. Not a bad place to have lunch. Pretty awesome. I'm impressed with this trail. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Good. It's good. Whew. Yeah. Nice. It's the first time these right socks have kind of let me down. My other foot here, this seam was rubbing, it was sideways, so it was rubbing right here. And it rubbed it raw. I have a huge blister right here. So I keep reapplying moleskin to it. It keeps coming off. But I love these socks normally. I'm not sure why they're giving me such fits, but I have the same thing on this other foot. It's just these ridiculous blisters. And my other toe has a callus right here. Not sure what's going on. Thankfully, it's only like another 1.5 miles maybe to camp. But I think we do have another huge uphill ascent. So I really want my feet cooperating with me. During this lunch break, I took the boots off, put sandals on, just let my feet air out and dry a little bit. Not playing nice on this trip. But granted, it's been straight up and down. Constant up and down. Love to go over here and hammock camp. This is basically like a little island, and the river, stream, whatever, creek goes around both sides of it. Imagine having stereo creeks down all night. Oh man, it's got to be amazing. I bet there's a fire ring over there. It looks pretty clear. People camped over there a lot. Trail continues up that way. There's a blaze on that tree right there. So I imagine we'll start going back up. And man, this is something else. I wish I had all you guys here with me. That would be a fun trip. I will be back here. For sure. Further down trail here, a little side trail, this huge waterfall. I didn't even realize this was here. We've been here for like an hour and a half. But it goes way down there. I thought I heard thundering and I couldn't figure out what I had heard, but it's huge. I'm not going any further down. But wow. All I can say is wow. This is amazing. Amazing. Well, we're hiking along. We got about 3/4 of a mile back to the shelter where we're camping tonight. This Mau-Har trail has been rough. Straight up, you're basically beside a waterfall for quite a ways. Steep, rocky, fun. We're almost there. Almost. Well guys, I stopped to take a break. I'm on the final push to the shelter at Mau-Har shelter. This last hill is killer. My heart's pounding really fast. I'm a little bit concerned about my heart rate. I'm literally walking 10 feet, stopping 10 feet. Walking 10 feet, stopping 10 feet. My buddy Scott, he's really having issues. Just having trouble making the last push. So he is at the base of the hill. Way down there. And my brother-in-law, who's like super mega fit, ultra runner dude, hoofed it all the way to camp, dropped his pack, and he's coming back down. He's gonna get Scott's pack, carry Scott's pack up for him, and let Scott just hike up here. Because just hiking this alone is hard enough. And here they come, they're already behind me. I guess I better move. All right. This is a beautiful section right here. Nice and easy too. The one thing I realized, I haven't seen a lot of pines this whole entire hike. I'm just now starting to see some pines, but mostly hardwood almost the entire hike. And I think I see the shelter right there. This is a pretty area. I like this. Oh, thank you, Lord. Because I was about spent. There's people back there. Well guys, we are at the Mau-Har shelter area. Got all set up. It's only 4:30. So we were really happy to be able to get here early tonight instead of last night was. I was actually able to do a little experimenting on my hang. I didn't have a perfect hang last night. I was nowhere near it. The location was amazing, but the hang itself was not. But I got a darn nice hang going here. And I set a clothesline up with some Zing-It. That's usually my bear line, but I'm trying to air out my clothes. That shirt stinks. That thing's covered in DEET. I'm gonna hang my socks up there in a little bit because my socks are just rancid.
Essence of thunder.
But beautiful.
So you can have my.
Well, we thought we were going to have a beautiful night, but it's been thundering for about the last 45 minutes. So, tarp's fully deployed. There's Paul's. Scott's got his. He should be fine. Chris hiked back to the car. It's only a mile to the car from here. So he went back to get the tarp that he forgot. Hopefully he can make it back here before it lets loose. But I don't know. It's been all around us, but hasn't done anything yet. And the sun wants to come back out, so I would imagine it's gonna do something. We'll see. Well, the rain's coming in, so we're hunkered down. Got the tarp fully extended here. We got quite a bit of wood. Cameron's over there. He looks happy as a clam.
As long as it stops before it's time for bed, I'll be alright.
Exactly. There's our wood. So if it stops, we will do a fire. It sounds like all around us. It's like thunder's way off in the distance. It might just go around us, which would be primo. We will see.
So this gave me 7.84 miles, which did 5 when
Well,
I
you
got
did.
him,
Yeah.
and then just general walking around because it's like it's probably a little off. I'm impressed. On the other side, took to a tree.
Yep. Whew. Yeah. Good stuff. Say hello, fellas.
Hey, buddy.
Word.
Hey, buddy. I hope
Paul's
you find
naked.
your dad. Just building on what you guys have done. Keep your coals hot.
And they came out.
Same time races sing this song, doo-da, doo-da. Same time races 5 miles long, oh the doo-da day. Gonna run all night, gonna run all day.
Going us all night, going us all day. Chris is a real salt motherfucker. Oh, to do that day.
Ow. Stupid rock. I can move this small one.
You can put it up on the big.
Advantageous position where my frickin' knuckles are getting shredded. Must be.
Look at jump. Got time to the
Dude, I wouldn't get so close.
Well, guys, we're getting packed up and getting ready to get back on the trail. Get back to the car to Reed's Gap. I'm going back down to the shelter one last time here. I'm gonna check out a trail journal that I saw down here, see if there's any good stories in it. But last night was awesome. It was a great campsite. This place completely cleared out. All the people that were here, everybody's gone almost, except us. About a 2-mile hike back to the car. Should be good.
They went up that way. They went that way? Trail. Yeah. One of them had a green hat? Yep. Yeah, they went up the hit trail.
Well guys, it has been doing this since we left camp. It started raining as we were finishing packing up, and it pretty much deluged on us the entire way down. So that's why I don't have any footage of the hike down, because it was just crazy. I think we were in storm clouds the entire way down. It's just socked in, man. Look at it. You can't even see the mountains behind me, but we're here at Devil's Backbone. This place is hopping packed. Gonna get some flights. Very happy to be here. It was an amazing hike, amazing time. What an awesome trip. Epic, epic trip. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all soon.